This is Tony Lelly, along with Dan Vogel from Ohio Valley Sports Online, your Ohio Valley Sports Authority, with your October 24th, 2024 Coaches Show Remote Edition. Today, we are speaking with Bernie Thompson, the head football coach of the Union Local Jets. The Jets football team, with a record of 8-1, will travel to Barnesville tomorrow night to take on their rival, the undefeated Barnesville Shamrocks. Union Local was coming off of a 50-18 thrashing of Bel Air Big Red last Friday. This Friday's game will be streamed live right here on HighValleySportsOnline.com. You can also watch it on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Coach, nice to meet you, Coach. We got
Hey, Tony, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. Coach, you had a big win on Friday.
Yeah, we did. Absolutely. Yeah, we actually played on Saturday this past week. Played the Bel Air Big Reds down in Nelson Field on Saturday. Yeah, it was a big game for us.
More in the old days, that it was only Saturday at Big Red.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
So I take it, though, Coach, and later in the game that you're able to direct a little attention to looking towards this week's game. And I'm sure it was a kind of a reset of the confidence boost for your players after the St. Clairsville loss.
Yeah, against St. Clairsville, we were 7-0. They were 7-0. It was a big battle, big rivalry game. So it's unfortunate to lose that game, but I think we took a lot of confidence from that. I mean, we kind of hung around with those guys and learned a lot about ourselves that night and really applied it to Saturday's game. And we were really kind of started slow. Saturday was only 9-0 at halftime, and then was able to have a big second half, which, yeah, you're right, kind of got some confidence back and eager to attack Friday night.
Very good. I always found as a coach myself that the losses were much more profitable for the team and me personally as far as improvement than the wins were.
No, I second that. You learn a lot from a loss. Right, you kind of learn who you are as a coach and as a player, and then you look forward to just the rebound and the respawns. And I thought we did a good job with that.
And oftentimes those lessons are the things that propel you down when you're going into the playoffs, when it's gut check time, right?
Yep, well said. Absolutely, yes.
So looking back at St. Clairsville, can you share some of the main lessons that you emphasize to your players going forward from that game?
Sure. I think one was, the turnover battle. We had 3 turnovers in the first half. Opening drive of that game, we kind of went right down the field and got inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line, ended up throwing an interception, and they returned it 99 yards the other way. And that's a backbreaker. And then threw 2 other picks in that first half. And then the second half, once we kind of got settled in, we were able to move the ball and really outscored them the second half. So I think the main lesson was, don't hurt yourself, right? We're a pretty good football team. And if you don't hurt yourself and you do what you're, coached to do and you do your job, good things will come your way. And I think that was a valuable lesson. And 2, with us, there's no quitting us. We were down 20-0 against St. Clairsville. A lot of times in the past, if you're down a few scores to a really good team, it's easy to quit. And there's no quitting us. We're going to battle for 4 quarters. So, I knew that, and that was reiterated that night.
Very good. Got to make you feel good about the kids, right?
Absolutely.
So, Coach, let's talk a little bit about this Barnesville game. First of all, tell me a little story about the Milk Bucket Trophy.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's very meaningful. Coach Allen has a great program over there. They've been really good the past few years, obviously. I mean, it's been years since they've lost a regular season game. And, but the milk bucket means a lot to a lot of people, right? We're very close-knit communities. We are 10 minutes away from each other. So you border there, you have so many people that's intertwined on both sides. So I think first and foremost, knowing this rivalry, it affects a lot of people and it's very meaningful. And that's our approach. And that's kind of the expectations here on the Union Local side is, you got to play hard. You got to play hard because you're not only playing for yourself, you're playing for your community, your family. There's a lot on the line with this. So the milk bucket kind of just, symbolizes that. So it's cool that it gets to be passed around both sides. And unfortunately, it's been on their side a little bit longer than I like. So hopefully this week we can get it back.
Sounds good, Coach. It's an interesting milk bucket. That was it's a very interesting symbol. I'm
Yeah.
assuming a lot of cow dairy farms in that
A
county.
lot of dairy farms. Yeah, a lot of dairy farms. You know what? Our manager Tug Robinson was a Union local guy for many many years, and I know their manager as well. They kind of set that up a few years back now, and I'm kind of making myself seem old because I remember I played in it when one of the first years that the milk bucket was a thing, and heck, that was over 10 plus years ago now. So I know it's been going back and forth for a while.
Getting old, coach.
I feel it.
Hey, so coach, let's talk a little bit about Barsville. This is your second undefeated team you faced in 2 weeks. So, I mean, this is kind of a gamut for you guys. So, talk a little bit about the Shamrocks.
Yeah, again, they're a good team. They're solid, and watching film on those guys, they really don't have a weak link. It starts up front for those guys. They have a big offensive line, defensive line. They're big up front. They got a couple really good running backs, a quarterback who manages the game really well. I think he's their all-time leading passer now. They're solid. They're solid, and he has got a good program, and those kids work really hard. So anytime you play them, it's not easy. And anytime you go over there as well, it's also not easy. It's going to be a tough environment. But again, I think we take two different paths to Week 10. We have a very challenging schedule, and playing teams like St. Clairsville and Belair late in the season, Beaver local, I think that kind of helps mold us and get us ready for this challenge.
It's a great tradition. I kind of lost the coin toss to be there. I'm doing a game at Indian Creek this week, so
Yeah.
I was really hoping that I could be down there and get a chance to get a taste of what that rivalry is all about.
Yeah.
So, hey, Coach, I don't want to keep you any longer.
No,
I
you're
really
fine.
appreciate you taking the time and hang out with us today. I wish you the best tomorrow night, or it's tomorrow, right? You're not
Tomorrow
playing
night. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
tonight. Yeah, coach, and hope all you players come out healthy, getting ready for playoffs.
I appreciate that, Tony. I thank you for having me, man. Go Jets.
Go Jets! Again, I wanted to remind everyone that you can hear that you can catch this game broadcast live right here. High Valley Sports Online. You can also catch it on our Facebook and YouTube channels. It's the High Valley Sports Online, your sports authority for high school sports in the High Valley. Thanks, Coach. Wish you the best.
Thank you.